Hey, what's going on with you guys? Thank you for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Cleveland. So guess what we're doing today, guys? I bet you could tell from the title and thumbnail, we finally about to get that trash can sump build. You've been waiting on it? I know I've been waiting on it. Hey, it's right here. So, we're gonna cut some holes in this thing. We're gonna add some bulkheads, add some fittings, add some tubing, add some pumps, water, hook it up to the 225 gallon. So this is my first garbage can sump that I've ever made. I'm just gonna wing it, going basically off of the little bit that I do know, and you know I have seen other people do it, so I want to do mine a little bit different. As far as I know, you know, I haven't seen any in depth, so I don't really know. I just know how I would create it based upon how I do my little above the tank sumps and so forth. Pretty much gonna be the same thing, just gonna be in a big trash can. So what I plan on doing is, I plan on going about 19 inches from the bottom, put a large bulkhead in there. That's gonna be the water coming out. And then I'm gonna come up higher, and then I'm gonna put a screen to collect, and then I'm gonna put some filter floss so it could like collect all the large organics and debris and everything. And then it'll go down and go into like the biological media I have down there. Plan on filling up the whole bottom full of it. So that's how I wanna do it. We'll see if it works. If it works, cool. If it don't, whatever. So let's do it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I can provide you with some tips, some tricks, in case you wanna do it yourself. You might just look at it and say, hey, that looks like crap. I know I don't wanna do it like that, and that works for me too. So without any further ado, let's get to this video. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get this trash can off of the platform. That's the easiest thing to do right there. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you. Look at it. Check it out. I just changed out all the water again on it. So the last two times, it was never this clear. So I siphoned the sand for about 30 minutes, getting all that debris. This is still there. That kicked up soon as I cut back on the pumps and all that. I'll get that out. But the stuff that was making the sand in the tank really dirty, like the dusty stuff, I even took these two pieces of rock out. I mean, these two pieces of driftwood out right here, and brushed them off because it had it had that nasty fungus growing all over it. So by siphoning the sand, by vacuuming the sand, it made a 100% difference. So I'm hoping that this thing will, I'm hoping that in like a day or two it clears up completely. Once it does, we're moving Miami on over here. The platform is looking really good. That's about how high I want the tank. That is so much water. That is so much water. She's gonna have a field day in this. And like I said, if I need to move out the rock, I will do it, no problem. But I wanna see her in here. I wanna see her, you know, interacting with what I do have in here currently, and then we'll make the adjustments accordingly. Check out the baby arrow. I got him to eat earlier. Had a little piece of tilapia. Man, this guy is so small. Like I said, definitely the smallest arrow I've ever seen. But hopefully he does good. Grows to be even bigger than Goku. All right, let's get on with that garbage can sump. All right, so I went and gathered everything that I need so we could do this build. I want to show you a couple different options real quick. So the way I plan on doing it, I told you already, I'm going to drill into the trash can, put the bulkhead, and go inside the side. That's how I'm going to bring water in. But if you want to do it a different way, if you don't want to drill the trash can for the entrance of the water, for the input, you could always just get one of these filter socks, hang on the back filter socks. I bought it off Amazon, and it will clamp right on the side of the trash can. It's very secure. So if I wanted to just do it like that and just bring this right on in, I could. I'm so close to doing it that way. But the thing that I don't really like, you may not mind, but I don't like, is the fact that I can't fully put the trash can lid on top, and that matters to me. It does go on there, so it's still gonna like stop any evaporation. That's still very good. And I might actually do that. But yeah, so that's pretty good. Otherwise, you know, it'll snap on once you have it, you know, free of this little, you know, little bracket. But I think that's pretty good. You know, so you'd have something like this. You could put 1 or 2 filter socks, have the water coming in, and then that's all. That's already pre-filtration. So then just fill up the trash can with biological media, tons of biological media, and so I think that's a pretty good way of doing it. That might be easier for you. So you could literally use all of my tips and then just say, hey, I want to put this on there instead. Or you could go ahead and do it the other way, which is, you know, drilling the intake and the output, or drilling the input and the output. Up to you. I might utilize this in the future because, like I just said, like I do like how this fits. It fits so snug on there. I mean, it's on there really good, guys. I mean, come look. It's on there really, really, really good. So I like that. Yeah, I just wanted to drill it, honestly. So let's go ahead and do that. The way I decide on the correct hole punch, drill hole punch, is I take one and I just put it over it. So you always want to make sure that the washer is not only on the inside, but you want to make sure that when you cut it, when you punch that hole through, you don't go past that washer. So this right here is like right on it. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect. So that's how I knew that this was a good size. And then, of course, also want to put a drain on the bottom. So the reason why I'm putting this drain on the bottom is because if it's ever a situation when I need to pull the water out, instead of me dropping in a pump, which I could just go ahead and open up the valve and pull the water out. So I think I like how the canister filters, like the FX series, has that. So I want to implement that myself on my garbage can sump right here. So let's go ahead, plug in the power tools, and let's punch some holes. All right. So the things that you'll need for this, you'll need a drill, you'll need a hole saw of each size bulkhead that you have. You'll need measuring tape. You're gonna need some PVC glue. Gonna need a heat gun. All right, so this is the first one right here. Allergies kill me. All right, so like I said, this is about where I want to come out, about right here. I said about 18 and 19 inches. Let's see how much water, weight, and media I want to stuff in here. Yeah, so about 18, 19 inches. That is about right there. Right there. So I want to come in higher with the intake, right? So where do we want to come in at? That's the question. So let's go ahead and do the output first. And again, if it covers it like this, like almost straight, like right around the threads, you know that you won't surpass the washer. So let's see. Where do I want? I'm thinking about like right there. That looks good. Look at all that. Look at all. That's gonna be all beneficial bacteria. All of that. So let's go ahead and punch that through. That was fast. When you have a good hole saw, this is usually quick. All right. That's the first one. Clean it, free it of all plastic. Gotta remove this sticker. See that? Perfect. So always make sure it's lined up good. You see washer all the way around. Good. No gaps, nothing like that. That's how you want it. And then just go ahead and screw that back on. And this is tricky. It is tricky because it's a trash can, so it's round. It's not flat. So be concerned and aware of that. You might end up needing to put some silicone, a bead of silicone on the inside. You may need to, but at least that's not permanent. I'll let you know depending on how it feels. And also when I do the little, the water test. I'm not water testing with my salt water. I'm gonna water test with fresh water. Unless I'm confident that it's not going to leak, then I'll water test with salt water. Otherwise, if I think something's going to leak out, I'm not doing it with salt. Let's see. Oh, it's actually good. No, that's good. Yeah, that looks good. That feels good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so like I told you, this is my first time doing it. So I don't have any experience with doing this personally. All right, so that's the outtake. Do I want to come in on the same side? Do I want to come in more in the back? I think I want to come in around the back a little bit, just because since I have the choice, it'll look a little something like, let's get some fittings. Let's go ahead and just map this out. All right, I have to do some cutting. Oh man, so we're gonna do it like this, like that. We're doing just like that. Yep. So I have to use glue, and that's going to ruin this. Sometimes that happens. I have no choice. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and glue this one on first. All right, let's get some glue on there. Nope. That's not gonna work. Let's go ahead and drill another hole. So that's the output right there. And then I say the intake. Yep, perfect, right here. All right, so the same deal. Make sure you have the rubber washer on the inside. Put it through. Make sure all you see is washer. You don't want to see no gaps. Preferably have it distributed evenly. Distribute it evenly, just like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, so on the inside, I want this one going in. Just like that. And then on the outside, I'll have that one. And I'm probably going to cement this. Hopefully I don't have to, but I think I'm going to need to cement this fitting. Matter of fact, all these fittings. But that's pretty much it right there. So I'm leaving this side open right here at the top. I believe that it's going to help with pressure and also the sound. So if it becomes an issue, then I'll get a cap and I'll put the cap over it, but I wanted to have that option. I also did that up there and it don't make any kind of sound. Whereas, sometimes it makes a little bubbling sound. So that's it. Both of those fittings are on. We also need to drill the drain, which we're going to do right now. So it's going to sit on the platform like this. Yep. Should have went out. Came down with it. Oh well. So it's going to sit on the platform like this. I'll come out the back with this drain, or maybe even the side. Let's see how we're gonna have that sitting up there. That's the best way to decide. So, yep, and I'm definitely gluing just like that. So that's gonna leak. Yeah, that's not good. So basically, my thoughts are not going to work with this. Ah, man. All right, so that just failed right there. So I need to redo that. All right, guys, so I'm forced to do this a way that I typically wouldn't do it, but it will also work. So I'm using silicone to make sure it doesn't leak, putting silicone all on the inside, and then I'm gonna put a bead around the outside. So again, this is not the way that I wanted to do it, but it will work. It will definitely work. Has quite the bead around it. And the thing I like about this though is that it's not permanent, but I've already damaged the threads from the cement since I couldn't use it. It's just whatever. So going around outside with that. And if I had the pipes, I would have used it. I would have done it the right way, but it's whatever. Like I always say, it's not about it being pretty every time, because sometimes pretty don't always mean that it's working properly. And then even on the inside. So on the inside, I could even get in there and spread it around, make sure it's a really good seal. And that's what I'm doing. Really good seal. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but that's good. All right, so the thing about this is that you know that it takes time for it to dry, so I will not be able to set this up fully today. I really dislike this stuff sometimes. It never comes off with water. You gotta let it dry and then rub it off. So let's go ahead and move on. There's certain things we could do, so let's go ahead and get that stuff done. Go. So I will seal this one. That's going into there. In fact, I'm gonna seal both of these. So I'm gonna cement both of these sides because I don't trust it not leaking. Just like that, one side in. Get around there. Next one. Good. Just like that. Okay. All right, so we got those two done. Let's go ahead and get the drain now. Same deal. All right, so I was trying to get this piece off, but it's already glued. So sometimes I swear I make things harder for myself than what they have to be. So I need to cut this now, put an elbow, bring it in, because it won't work like that. So let's go ahead and finish up with this. There we go. All right, just like that. Can you see this drain? Nope. Now, since I have the caulking, I think I will go around the inside of these because, again, It's not a flat surface, it's round. So I don't want a little crack to all of a sudden cause an issue. So that's it for the drain though. That's it right there. And I want to put a bead of silicone around all of the bulkheads on the inside. And this is just a precaution. You don't have to do this. If you just, when you do it, you don't have to do that at all. But it's, for me, it's just a little peace of mind. That's all. I honestly believe it's a much cleaner look when you don't do things like that. And I would prefer not to, but for my peace of mind, that's what's most important. Not really so much about how it looks, but is it gonna leak? Is it gonna hold water? So I'll probably just cut it, come like this out a bit, come down again with another one, with another elbow, just like that, and go in. Just like that. Yeah. So that part, I'm gonna let this dry because I don't want to keep disturbing it. Then it's not gonna seal, and I could do that part tomorrow. But that's not the end of it. Let's go ahead and get these media blocks in there. Again, I can show you. Bottom full of media. Just throw it all in. Check it out. See? Check it out. And like I said, so I put the bead of silicone around that one, and then around that one down there. So got silicone all around the PVC in there, all around the outside. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I just got to bring this pipe over because it won't work how I have it set up over there. So that part's kind of like a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. And then here's the drain. So let's go ahead and put this back on there. And that's just gonna be just like that. So whenever I need to drain it, I could just hook up a hose, drain it into the bucket, drain it into the sink, any of that. Just like that. Now it's closed, just like that. Perfect. So that's it. It's pretty simple, pretty simple. So now all we got to do is hook the pump up. Once we put it in, the pump is going to attach to that hose right there. Water goes in. All right, so I'm gonna have the water collect in this basket. That way, that's the pre-filter. So obviously, I'm gonna put way more media in here. It's gonna build up, and then I'll affix this. So I'll hang it so it could actually stay put and then catch all of the large organics. And then everything down there is just going to be all biological media. Perfect. So that's pretty much it, guys, for now. I have to let that silicone dry. So tomorrow I could go ahead and finish setting it up. But I don't want to hold you until then. We'll just come back and finish this video. Well, so tomorrow we're gonna make sure, when I come back, I put it to you like this. This is what I do. Before I start the video tomorrow, I'll go ahead and cut the pipe, set it up how I want it, and then I'll grab the camera so I can put the pump on with you guys. I'm going to take down this above the tank right here, this sump right here. If I can plug it back in for now. But I'm going to take it down and put all the media from here into the sump right there. And then we'll focus in on that one up there. I want to make that a little bit bigger if I can't take it down, because we do have like some inverts in there. I have fire shrimp in there. I got some hermit crabs. So I don't want to, so I can't just take it down and get rid of it. I'd have to take it down and replace it. So they can't go in there, obviously. It's not set up for fish or any kind of animals like that. It's going to be just for filtration. So we'll figure that out. We also have to set up this sump, but none of that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we're focusing on that trash can and getting rid of this one. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you found some tricks useful, some tips useful. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at The Fish Corner. Follow me on Facebook, The Fish Corner. Follow me on TikTok, The Fish Corner. And until next time, guys, peace.